Hi guys, Angela with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I am back finally to my mixed media in my art journal. I told you guys I'd be coming back to it soon. I just wanted to do a lot of Christmas DIYs, which I'm probably still going to do some more Christmas DIYs. But I'm definitely going to keep doing the DIYs because I am obsessed. I love the DIYs. So don't worry, I'm still going to be doing those. I'm going to be doing at least one mixed media journal entry. Journal slash junk journal entry, because I'm going to start mixing art journaling and junk journaling together. I'll probably do one of those a week and do a DIY once a week. So the topic of this is mermaids and gnomes. I know that sounds weird, but the reason it's mermaid and gnomes, because for one, you guys know I love mermaids, fairies, and all of that. Also, so I drew a mermaid here. Let me make sure you guys are seeing it. I drew a mermaid here with some deer antlers, which I think turned out pretty cool. Also, Dreamz, etc. I love her artwork, and I saw her gnomes. Okay, you guys, I saw her gnomes, and I had to get. She created a whole paper pad, like a digital one, and so this side is going to be, the focus is going to be my focal point will be her. My mermaid over here, and then her gnome, Dreamz Etc's gnome, is going to be the focal point on this page, and they'll go together. Okay, but let me just show you some of her paper pad. I won't go through the whole thing, but let me show you enough that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, look at this, her work. Isn't it fabulous, you guys? Oh my god, look at this little gnome, and this is the one we're going to use on this page for the focal point. And he'll go along here. The page, I think, is going to turn out so magical. And I know this is more of a Christmas themed pack, but I'm going to use it as a year-round pack. I don't want to feel pressured to hurry up and try to have to finish up a Christmas journal. I want to be able to just take these gnomes and put them in my artwork whenever I want to do it. So that's what I'm doing. Just a second. I had all this organized for you, just to show you a few of her artwork of this digital paper pad, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So like I said, it's more geared towards Christmas time, but I just think gnomes are all year round, so I'm going to use this in my artwork. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Now you guys see why I had to get this. It is Christmas, but also, like I said, I think gnomes are all year round. People are making gnomes for every holiday just to have in their house, because gnomes make you happy. So do mermaids and fairies. Look at this fox. Oh, that raccoon. I love her style. Just absolutely love it. It's so magical and mystical. The kind of style that I like to do is very magical and mystical. And she's inspired me to draw some of my own gnomes. I make a lot of gnomes myself. So, like, make little gnomes out of socks and fabric and all that. So I'm going to draw some of the gnomes I've created. Love that deer. Oh, love that deer. Love that owl. And then look. Isn't it fabulous? Okay, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff too. She has, in this paper pad, she has, I'll just show you real quick. She has, this is an envelope and tags. This is more envelopes and little ephemera pieces. She has little tags. Oh, look at this one with the polar bears. And then this one is fabulous. I'll probably use a few pieces off of here on this other page and collage them together, like this deer and this lantern. And I might do that with my mermaid too. So we'll see. Oh, this is the other gnome. Okay. So, absolutely love everything I showed you. Let me grab a couple of things because I know this gnome here and maybe this deer and a couple other things like that are going to go in the collage in the background. Okay. But let's put that aside, because you guys know the first thing I start out with is the collaging part, okay? Building up the background. We'll build up the background, do the background, and then I will do my, I'll paint my girl. I'm just looking for something to protect my girl with while we do the collaging background with all of our collaging goodies. All right, we got to protect her from glue. Just seeing the best way of doing that. All right, let me tear something else. There we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to start out with, let me put my readers on. Also make sure that I'm in frame. Okay, perfect. We're going to start on this page here. Start at the top. My book is really big, so I'll be moving my book around so you guys can see things. Okay, so, okay, this layer needs to go below. What am I doing? Just a second. So you guys know I like to work in a lot of layers, so it'll be, the background will be just tons of layering, which I love, which I think makes everything turn out really cool. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to start out with is some book pages and music notes. Where are the music notes at? I know I have some. There they are. Okay, so let's start out with some book pages. And I love starting out with book pages that are like this. Just kind of old and yellowed. Oh, they're the best. And the reason I really love to start with collage is because I love all the layering, but also because it really gives your piece, it really connects you with your piece. It gets you going. Oh, I know. I felt like I was missing something. I need to put some wax paper on both sides. So if you want to, while you're at the dollar store, pick yourself up some wax paper. Also, I should let you guys know what I'm working in. This was a sketchbook, and the sketchbook had signatures. And so you go to each signature, and each signature I pulled out probably 3 to 4 sheets to make this into an art journal. I like books that have signatures because they seem to be a lot stronger. They seem to be a lot stronger. So, and also what I like to do is I like to glue 2 pages together to strengthen things. All right. So, on this other side here, let me bring it over. I'm going to glue these 2 pages together because I haven't done that. This was the page that I did it from before. Okay. So let's glue that together quickly before we start the collaging. I'm a little out of practice. It's been like probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks since I've done some art journaling, which is really weird for me because I art journal like insanely all the time. But I was really getting into my holiday DIYs. I did a lot of fall DIYs, and then I went right into Christmas DIYs with Dollar Tree products. And I love it. So don't fear, if you really like that, I will still be doing that. I tend to get bored kind of easy. You guys notice that I like to do a lot of different crap. And I think it's because I'm a maker. I like making stuff. So when I see something, I want to make it. So just see something here. When I see something that I want to make it. So I have to leave room in my art to do that. I've discovered that about myself. I just like making a lot of different stuff. I'm definitely a maker. I like to make crap. And I like to make a lot of different things. So I need to give myself the space and the time to honor that and do that. And I'll be a lot happier. What's that saying? Do what makes you happy. Okay. So see how you have a lot of some wrinkles on that page? No major, because we're going to put a bunch of collage bits down. Now, I don't want a lot of wrinkles on her because I need to still color her and everything. So I'm not going to double these pages yet. I'll double them after I get done coloring her. Okay, so that's why I haven't done that on that side. All right, so let's get started with the collaging. So like I said, I'm going to start out with the book pages. I can't believe I almost started and I hadn't even glued the 2 pages together. I hadn't put my wax paper in yet. It's amazing how you can get out of practice when you haven't been doing something every day. But what I didn't get out of practice is I drew this mermaid yesterday. And I think I'm going to call her a fairy mermaid. Because to me she looks like not just a mermaid. She looks like a fairy mermaid because I put those deer antlers on the top of her. Not that mermaids have not that fairies have antlers, but to me it just seems like a fairy mermaid. So that's what I'm going to call her. Okay. There we go. A lot of times I like to do my girls separate and then cut her out and glue her into my work, but I thought I'd try it this way. Okay, on here I'm gonna do some music notes. Okay. I love ripping paper. There we go. And if anything, is off the page at all, no major. We'll cut it off afterwards. Oh, there's some scissors. I'm going to round off this piece of paper to kind of round it off for my area right here. There we go. So I can get a little bit closer in up on. There we go. You know what? Let's throw this right there. That little bit that I have right there. There we go. And we'll throw some music note paper here. Again. Oh, I've missed this. This is one of my favorite parts of doing the artwork, is collaging my background. I love it. Okay. And while you're watching me, you probably already are doing this, but I welcome you to, of course, get your own mixed media journal out or whatever you want to work on. And definitely work along what I'm doing. Doing your own project or your own thing, or just getting inspired, whatever you want to do. Oh, see, it's good that I have that piece there because that just protected a whole lot of stuff. Okay, let's do some wipe down. I'm going to wipe down the paper that I just used. There we go. Alrighty. Let me find little pieces for this little area right here. There we go. And can I put some down here? Yep, I can. All right, and put some music notes down there. Perfect. All right, let's go over to this other side and start adding some stuff to this side too. All right, we'll add pages. What I'm ripping off is ripping off the edges so I don't have any of that white space. And I'm going to put a big chunk on this side, like right here. Or actually, I'm going to do it like this. Let's do it in half. It'll be easier to work with. We'll do it like this and like that. Okay. People are like, girl, you just talking to yourself? Well, I'm talking to you guys. You're here. Okay. And then let's use some of that book page I was talking over here that I have. Put that in right here. And all right, let's add some other stuff here. I have this paper right here, or this, I don't even know which way it goes because I don't know what language it is, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I found a whole book of it at a thrift store. I don't know, a long time ago. I thought, I don't know what language this is, but it's beautiful, and I'm going to use it in my artwork. I mean, I'm not for sure, but I was watching the news and I saw some language on the screen that looked like this, and it looked like it could be Arabic, but I could be dead wrong, so I don't want to, you know, say that's what it is for sure. So, and if anybody does know, you can let me know. But whatever the language is, I think it's beautiful. It's like Asian writing. I love that too. And we're going to put some of that down here in just a second. Let's put some Asian down. There we go. And I get this Asian newspaper. We have a place called Chinatown here in Las Vegas. It's right down the street from the Strip. I've talked about it before. And I went down there and grabbed a ton of the Asian newspapers. I used to go eat dim sum, and that's where I first found out about these newspapers. And I'm like, oh, these Asian newspapers are the bomb. So then one day I was going to go pick up some more because I had given away a bunch of them and I needed some more. And then I ran into an Asian grocery store, which I'd seen a lot of times. I'd never been in there. I was like, I wonder if they have newspapers there. They had like 3 or 4 different ones. I was like, yes. So I picked up a bunch. So when I do giveaways, for art journaling type of giveaways, I always send one of the Asian newspapers from Chinatown here. I think that's pretty cool. All right, you know what? Also, let's get some, oh, I have this. We're going to go back to this other page here in just a second. This right here is from Graphics Fairy. Aren't these fabulous? Yeah, these are labels, and I just think they're just so cool. And don't worry, I made lots of copies, so I can use it in my artwork. I can use it when I do DIYs. I'm going to put that right there. How cool is that? So cool. Love it. All right, let's go back over to the other side before the glue dries and add some more stuff to the other side also. Just a second. I don't like to have straight lines. I don't like to work with a grid. I like to work with torn paper, with torn edges. I know other people like to work with more of a straight lines and stuff. I like torn edges. I can't help it. I just like torn edges. And we'll put that right there. I love things that are ripped and torn. Okay. On this other page, let's add some more stuff to that. Let's add a little bit of this. Add a little bit of this here. We'll add a little bit right there. Okay, and we'll add a little bit of that down here. There we go. And like I said, anything that's hanging off, no major, we'll just trim that off at the end. It's the easiest way to make things fit. Just let them hang off the edge, and then you can fix it afterwards. You can trim it up afterwards. And then I'm going to take some of the Asian newspaper. We'll put that right there. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Isn't this cool? It's a letter. I have lots of copies of this. I like to use it in my art journaling, my junk journaling. And I'll probably be adding a flip or a flap to this so we can have pockets. So we can add tags and stuff into this whole thing. And that'll make it into the junk journal part. So, oh, we'll put that right here. Put that down here. Fabulous. Oop, I didn't even, let me bring this back. I just put that piece down here. I don't know if you guys saw that. So when I rip this off, I put it right down here. I got to remember to, when I switch to the other side, to move my book around because, oh, I'll put that like that. It's fabulous. You can't, I can't get the whole book in, under the camera. It's big. I've tried to work with smaller, books, but I really love working with a big book. Oh, getting back to choosing a journal to do this type of art journaling in / junk journaling. I like to use ones that have signatures, which means they're sewn in. When you choose a book that the pages are sewn in, especially in signatures, the book seems to hold together a lot better. You don't have to, but it seems to hold it a lot better. And what I like to do is I like to go to a signature, find the middle of that signature, and just, you can just pull up like this and pull out 3 to 4 pages out of each signature. And then that way the book won't be too full by the end. It'll be perfect. So that's how I prepare my book to do this kind of work. And it's weird because it's almost like I'd rather, we'll put music notes right here. It's almost like I'd rather use a book than using a regular art journal. I do not know why, but I love to use a book. It's my first time that I've used a sketchbook, altered a sketchbook into an art journal, but I have quite a few of them around. They're beautiful. I just wasn't sketching in them. And I thought I should turn that into an art journal. So that's what I did. Okay, we need to get some stuff at the top of here. What do we want to put up there? We'll do some Asian up here. And we'll go for like we'll go for the bolder print ones. This will be fabulous. There we go. Love it. Love how this is looking. Okay, so I have a little piece. We got to put it somewhere. No. Isn't it funny how things just tell you where they want to go? At least for me, that's the way it is. Sometimes, you know what? I like that right there. Sometimes things say, Angela, stop. Quit trying so hard. Okay, so let me put all this away. And what I do is I have like a little, like this. Let me show you. I have a little pile, and this is how I work the pile. And I put it in order of how I like to work, because I like to put all this kind of stuff down first. Oh, I just put that in glue. Just a second. Okay. So all of this is the first layer, and I lay that on my desk like that. The second layer, I'll show you what the second layer is. Just a minute. And of course I had way too many, I pulled way too many things. Okay, so this is my first layer, and that layer is going to go underneath the pile of stuff that I have to the bottom. Okay, because the next thing I want to use is, I want to use scrapbook paper. So I chose some different things, like look at this, isn't this fabulous? It's world maps, and these are the kind of colors I want to use. You guys know these are if you've seen my artwork, you guys know these are like my favorite colors. But it's maps, world maps. Isn't that cool? world maps or globes or something like that. So let's just take it and put this right here. Let me just put a little glue down. I might need a little extra glue down. I probably don't. Okay. Let me just make sure you guys are seeing things. Yes, you are. Nothing worse than you not seeing what the heck I'm doing. This piece is going to go over here, I think. Yeah. Okay. This is all pretty wet and pretty sticky, so I pretty much don't have to, put glue back down again. All right, just don't have to keep moving both sides. I think I'm just going to work on this page, then we'll go back over to the other one. Otherwise, it just gets too much moving this back and forth, making sure I'm in frame. Stressing myself out. This is pretty. So go through your scrapbook paper pages. We all have a lot of scrapbook paper. Most of us do anyway. And pull things out. Pull some scrapbook paper out and add it to your artwork. Push it to your backgrounds. And then that way you're using some of that scrapbook paper up. Look at these butterflies. Then you're using some of it. We have so much. I hear everyone always says, oh, I have way too much scrapbook paper and I don't use enough of it. Well, this is a way to use more of it. Love these butterflies. Let's just put these butterflies anywhere, because they will work anywhere. What doesn't look good with a butterfly? Not a darn thing. Okay. And do I always work this fast? Yes. I like to work fast. I don't know why. You don't have to. Don't feel pressured to work fast. I just like to work fast. I think because I get more excited. So I'm like, oh, I like that there. Oh, I like this here. And so then I start going really fast. Okay. So all of that will go on the other side. And so will that. I'm going to add a little bit of this. What this is this is a piece of, what's it called? Deli wrap paper that's been, that I have, jelly printed. Isn't that fabulous? I love all the textures on it, and I love the colors, of course. So, and I have plenty of videos on jelly printing. You can look through the list. And I'll be doing some more jelly printing videos soon, because I'd like to make my own paper also to add to my artwork. And that really makes things original when you can add like your jelly print and stuff to your backgrounds. That really starts adding some originality to your stuff. Love that. Okay. Here's another jelly print. This is done on, I don't know what this paper is. What is this paper? Oh, okay. This is done. This is another jelly print. I love these colors. And this is done on, there's this paper you can get on a roll, and it's kind of like a protective, like a drop paper. And it's on, you get it on a roll from Home Depot or any of those places. And it's fabulous. And so I jelly printed on that. Isn't that cool? That's it. So we'll use that on the other side. Oh, I could have broken my mirror. Isn't that like some bad luck if you do that? Here's another jelly print that I did on music note paper. And it's kind of cool because the music notes are just peeking through that, which I think is really cool. We're going to add a little bit of that somewhere. Let me just... And I love the texture of it. It has a cool texture. So you guys, get your jelly plate out if you have one. If you don't have one, that is a tool that is well worth its investment, you guys, because you can create your own papers to use in your own backgrounds. You can make cards out of it. You can do, it's more paper that you can create with, and you're creating your own paper. The kind of stuff I like to create is like things that look like old walls. So see, that's why mine look like this. I'm not interested in a certain print, but I'm interested in creating like something that looks like an old wall. See? I love it. Okay. That's just what I like. That's my fine. Okay. So then I wanted to add some, I want to add some of this, I think. But you know what? I have napkins. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to add some of this kind of stuff to the other side. Okay. I'm getting excited and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me scoot over to the other side. Okay. We'll put that right there. Okay. And what else? I don't have a ton of room on this side, so because we have our mermaid fairy on this other side. We'll put that right here also. Okay. Let me just see what else I want to do. I want to break this up because this looks like too linear right there. So let's take some of this. Let's just break that up a little bit. It's almost too much right there. Okay, there we go. Let's go right there. We just needed a little bit more to be added to that. And down here, I have a little piece on my hand. Let's add that right here. Okay. And let's break this up. This is just too much here. There we go. Put that piece. And again, we went off the edge. No major. We'll trim all that up. And if you get any wrinkling, I look at wrinkles as just more texture and just adds to the piece. I love wrinkles. So don't worry if things wrinkle. I think the wrinkling adds, it's just cool. Okay, so that is going to be it with that. So I have jelly prints and I have scrapbook paper. Okay, so we're going to end that. Get enough scrapbook paper in this. So this whole pile is going to go underneath that pile, okay? And I have some other scrapbook paper that I didn't use. Look how pretty that is. I didn't end up using that, but that's fine. And that's going to go underneath. So my last layer that I have, what What is this? Oh, these are butterflies. Oh, these were butterflies for the scrapbook paper that I didn't use for this other side. So we'll go back to that other side and I'll put some butterflies in. But anyway, let's work on this side. See the magic of the layers? And then what we'll do is we'll let all this dry. Then we'll take gesso, a light gessoing. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a light gessoing, and then someplace I'm going to do a heavy gessoing, so that I want to leave some white in there, some like some cloudy looking white in there. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then we'll do some coloring over that. Now my next layer is I want to add some napkins, and I meant to take the second layer off, but you know what? It's okay. I'll show you how I take the second layer off. So look at this. Isn't it fabulous? It's like the McKinsey checks, but it's that diagonal design. What is that called? It's not checks, it's diagonal. So what I like to do to take the napkin off, put a piece of tape on the edge and go like that. And that gets the either 1 or 2 layers off your napkins easily. Okay, so there was 2 layers on this. You know what this is? This will have more room. Just a second, you guys. I'm making more room on my desk. Just a second. All right, let's put this down on the ground. Oh, got lucky. That could have went everywhere. So we're going to put some of this down. And how I like to do it is I like to take like a paintbrush, whatever brush, wet it, and then go around the area that I want to use on my napkin. And then it makes like a little perforated edge. And you can take out exact part of the napkin that you want to take out. I would do it in front of you, but I can't, so I just described it. I'm doing it over here on the side. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not, but... maybe you did see it. Okay. So I want to put this somewhere. We're going to put it right there. And what I like about napkins, even though I just covered up something, you see underneath it. So napkins are really magical because you can see through the napkin. So it's not like you're really covering stuff up. It's like you're creating more magic because you can see the layers beneath it. And that's the whole purpose of my work, is to create magic. And mystical, magical little worlds. That's what I like to create. So that's what you're probably going to get from me. Little mystical, magical worlds and little mystical, magical creatures is like what I like to draw. Okay. And not that I say you have to do that. You have to do whatever is your thing. But, you know, watch me. I hope I inspire you. Watch other artists. Watch Dreamz, etc. She does fabulous stuff. I love her. Obviously, I'm making her a part of my art project here. So that you can be inspired and get so many ideas from all kinds of people. And then that way you come up with your own style and you start learning what you like and what you know, what your style is. And, you know, you may like a lot of my style that I'm doing. And then, but what happens eventually is that you come up with your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You take things from people and then you tweak them to fit what you really like. So, okay. I love this napkin. And I've already taken the layers off. I just want to show you the napkin. This napkin is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Harlequin. That's what this is, I believe. The black and white diamonds, Harlequin style. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm not sure if somebody gave me this napkin or if I bought it. You know what? I think I don't know. I shouldn't even say because I'm not even flipping sure. Okay, I'm gonna take this Eiffel Tower out because I love it. So I just used my wet paintbrush, Gave it perforated edges, and see that I'm able just to take out of the napkin the Eiffel Tower. Cool, huh? And I'm going to put this Eiffel Tower where? I'm going to make it part of the Harlequin right here. And see, that's why I saved the napkins for last, because you can see right through them. It's like a little magical touch at the end. And it's not even the end. But it's the end of the collaging, basically. Okay, then there was this little Paris I thought was pretty. I took that out. And we'll put that right where? Right there. Just listen to yourself. Yourself will tell you where to put things. You just got to listen. And this little flower. Right there. Beautiful. And what other napkin do I want to go to? Then we're going to go back to the other side and work the other side too. Okay, I love both of these napkins. Let me show you. These I got, isn't that gorgeous? I got this and I got this from Tuesday Morning. You guys, I need to visit Tuesday Morning. Well, I really don't. I need more napkins like I need a hole in the head. I have 3 dresserfuls in my craft room of napkins. Yeah. But the last time I was there at Tuesday Morning, they had like 2 or 3 packs of just napkins I wanted so bad. And I didn't let myself buy them because I already have way too many, but they're so beautiful. I still think about them. I don't even know why I didn't get them, because you know I'm going to go back eventually and get the damn things. Anyway, I'm a hot mess. But anyway, Tuesday Morning is a great place to get napkins for your artwork. Also, Dollar Tree can be very nice too. They don't always have beautiful napkins, but sometimes they do. So always look at Dollar Tree. There was one Dollar Tree. It was in California, San Luis Obispo, where we and my husband, we like to vacation there. Not right now with coronavirus, but when it's over, we'll go back and start visiting there again. Anyway, there's a Dollar Tree there. It's the only Dollar Tree I've ever seen that had the biggest party section ever, and it had the most beautiful napkins. I bought so many, and because they're only $1, I would buy like 3 to 5 packs of everything. So, because they're only $1 a pack. I mean, that's, for beautiful napkins, that's crazy. And it was in, I live in Las Vegas. This was in San Luis Obispo. And it's not like I can just go down the street if I run out or if I want more or whatever. So, whatever I saw I liked, I had to pick up a lot. So, just a second, you guys. I'm trying to get the second layer off this napkin with my tape. Little trick, so just a second. And we're almost done with this segment. So what we have to do is we need to let all this dry. We got a lot of layers of glue on here. I don't know why I can't get the napkin off, the second layer off completely. There we go. Jeez, it's still not coming off that great. This one really wants to stick together. Okay, I think we got it for the most part now. Jeez. All right. Good enough. All right, so now we're going to use some of this. I have to kind of decide what part I want to use. This little piece says postal on it, and I think it looks really cool. I'm just going to add that right there. It's not the flowers, it's just the postal part. But I'm trying to see if I want to add any of these flowers on here. Let me see. Let me take them out. There we go. So, gorgeous. me see if I want to add this anywhere. I kind of feel like I'm filling up too much. You know, though, I do want to add that there. Okay, that's the last thing I'm going to add to this side. People are like, girl, you should have stopped long ago. We got so many beautiful layers that there's going to be so much beautifulness just peeky-booing through. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay, so let's go back to the other side over here and add some napkins to the other side. Okay. So, let me see what I want to do with this. Don't add that right here. I do, because I have enough. Yeah, I want to add that there. I have enough of that, that like world map thing right there. So I don't need that. Plus some of that world map will peekaboo through this napkin anyway. So it'll give some coverage and it'll peekaboo through anyway. Fabulous. Love that. Okay. Glad I did that. I see something that I think I want to do at the very bottom of this page. Cut it out. Okay, down here, I don't have that much room to do it, but just enough. I'm going to put this down here. Cool, that's pretty. I need to put something right here. I don't normally like to go over the in the crevice part of this, but we'll be fine because it's a napkin, I believe. So I just want to add a little something right there. I want more of the color to be on this side. Perfect. Perfect. That's going to look great. Okay. All right. And let me make sure you guys are still there and make sure the timing situation. Perfect. Okay, let me see if I want to add napkin anywhere else. I think, okay. Oh, I do want to add, I am almost done. Before I give some people a heart attack, because they're like, girl, you've gotten so many layers. But I'm telling you, the layers is where it's at. This is another thing I have. I don't think I'm adding it to here. Well, I will add a little bit. This comes on a roll, and it's from Daiso. And I live in Las Vegas, so whenever I go to California, I try to stop at a Daiso store when I'm there. It comes on a roll, like a wrapping paper. They call it wrapping paper, but it's like somewhere between tissue paper and a dryer sheet. Isn't this fabulous? But you can rip it. So, and look at this. It looks very French. Isn't that cool? So let me rip what I want to rip out. Again, I try to rip most of the time what I want because I don't want straight lines. So I can put this right here. Now I'm going over those music notes, but it doesn't matter because, again, this acts just like a napkin. You can see right through it. Fabulous, huh? Just a second, you guys, I'm looking at what I want to do. I think I'm going to do that there, which I know looks crazy, but again, you'll see right through it because but it's like a napkin. You'll get that type of French writing, which I love. Very nice. Okay. Now the last thing I want to do is I want to add some of the Harlequin napkin. So that will be the last bit that I add to this. Put this down on the ground. Let me find where I'm going to add this Harlequin at. I'm going to break this up here and add a little Harlequin up here at the top. Just making sure where I want to add this at. I think I want to add that right here. Yes, I do. A little bit more to that side. Cool. Love it. Between, at the bottom here, between here and here, I feel like there needs to be some book page added. So, let me go back down to the ground and grab some book page. I'll find some book page here. There we go. Okay. Just a little piece of book page, just a little piece. Nothing major, just to break things up. There we go. Sometimes little things like that can make all the difference to your page. Just little things. Also, a little bit right here would be good. Bit right there. I don't think you can see what I just did on the other side, but it's no major. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop there with all of this collaging. We have all of our layers, which I've had a blast doing. Let's lift this up. Okay. That really protected our girl, or she'd have been a gluey mess. We're going to let everything dry. Let me just show you really quickly what we got going on. So we have that at the top, we have our girl, we have that at the bottom, okay, and you know what I forgot I didn't do, and I'll do it here off camera, on this side right here, I didn't realize that I had some area here, but I'll do that off camera, no major. And then this side here. Okay, there's the top, and there's the bottom. Fabulous. So this is going to look really cool. We got a good base going, you guys, to make our little magical, mystical world. Mermaids and gnomes. Okay, you guys? So make sure you check out, what did I say her name is? Dreamz, etc. She's dreamsetcetera.com. That's where you can get the paper if you want to get that. Her paper pad, which is gorgeous. And also, she's Dreamz, etc. on here on YouTube. Okay, you guys, that is it for this. The next thing we're going to come back with is we're going to either be coloring my girl, or we'll probably be coloring my girl, and then we'll finish the background. We'll finish the background. I have some things to finish the background. Then we'll color up the girl. And then after that, we'll put our other focal point, which will be the gnome on this side. So we got a lot to do. All right, you guys, that's it for this session. I will talk to you guys next time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Okay? Any comments or questions below? Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Come join our group, our magical little place. If you have any mixed media or any art that you're working on, come post there. It's a beautiful, fun group. Everyone is very supportive. And remember, you guys, do something nice for someone today. And remember, my friends, we are more alike than we are not. Okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.